What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Miles of Horror, the only channel that's going to make you scream. So appreciate you guys hanging out. If you could hit that like button, please subscribe to my channel. I would appreciate it. I got a list for you guys today. I don't typically do lists, but I had all these different, ideas for videos. And today I was like, you know what? I'm going to come at you guys with a list. So we're talking box sets. Some of my favorite box sets of all time. This is not my definitive list. I'm not talking to you guys like necessarily like these are the 5 best box sets of all time. It's not what this video is. Just 5 that I really love. Some of them could be in that conversation for sure, no doubt about it. But this isn't personally my favorite 5 box sets of all time. Just things that I really love. That have been released sometime in the past, 5 or 6 years. That I just adore in my collection. That I wanted to share with you guys, get your opinion on, see if you guys have some of these same box sets, etc. So let's get right into it. Right off the bat is it is undoubtedly in that conversation of some of the greatest box sets of all time. And it is the Friday the 13th Scream Factory box sets. Okay, with every single Friday the 13th movie included, including 09, the newer '09 that came out. That was fantastic. I love it. Now, this one came out just almost 5 years ago in October 2020. And it was so special for so many reasons, guys. I mean, I think there's 13 movies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There's 12 movies total. And there's a 13th box. So there's all kinds of extras in here. But this thing was a rights disaster. There were so many issues and complications between Sean Cunningham and New Line Cinema, Horror Inc., and all of that. And so to get all of these together under one roof was just a magnificent, beautiful thing to have happened for collectors, especially for such a massive franchise like Friday the 13th. The box set itself was absolutely gorgeous. The artwork was fantastic. And again, you get all the original artworks on there, and it goes all the way up to '09. So every single Friday the 13th movie ever on here with a booklet with all kinds of cool extras. So this was a big time release. Again, almost 5 years ago at this point, this came out. But there were so many rights issues going on. So to get this under one roof is fantastic. And look no further than the 4Ks to understand those rights issues, because I'm willing to bet there's a reason why they're not doing a 4K box set. I know there's been some recent issues with Sean Cunningham and New Line and all that stuff. So I'm willing to bet that it's almost an impossibility to get all of these things under one roof again for the 4Ks. So that's probably why you're seeing them individually, maybe. I mean, maybe Arrow's gonna do them all individually, then do a big box set. I don't know, but I'm all for it, guys. I'm not upgrading to 4Ks just yet. I'm waiting for a box set, but if one ever comes out. But anyway, that Friday 13th box set was absolutely insane. One of the greatest achievements for physical media ever. So yeah, the Friday 13th box set, slam dunk, etc. Next up is kind of like a personal pick, something that I just adore. It's such a fun box set, such a fun set of movies. And it is the Vinegar Syndrome Amityville Cursed Collection. Now this also came out over 5 years ago, almost 6 years ago at this point. September of 2019. And this was kind of like when Vinegar Syndrome really started to just kind of like put themselves on the map, and you were getting things like the Amityville Curse Collection. Now, I'll be off the cuff and tell you the original Amityville, the '70s movie, is not one of my favorite movies. I'm not the biggest Amityville horror fan. It's fine. It's a decent little genre piece from the '70s, but the Curse Collection I adore. Like, these movies were so much fun to me. Just open this up. You kind of have like a neat little like colorway in there, like a blood colorway. You have 4 movies. I'll take them out to show you guys. So you got Dollhouse, probably my favorite of them. You've got A New Generation. It's About Time. It's about damn time. And you got The Evil Escapes. And I really enjoyed all 4 of these, even more so than the original Amityville. for whatever reason, these they're just fun to me. They just kind of like hit for what I appreciate in movies. I like that kind of like self-aware, like fun aspect of it, kind of full moony style, zany, funny, but also kind of like scary, body horror, and all of these kind of hit those tones. And so I really love this box. I thought the aesthetic was very pleasing. And so yeah, the Amityville box again, almost 6 years ago this came out, guys, which is so crazy to me. And not only that, but this goes like it was crazy to me about some of these Vinegar Syndrome things, and it's not shocking to me anymore because it's just the way it is. But like this thing goes for big money. Like these out of print Vinegar Syndrome stuff, things go for big money. So anyway, Amityville the Curse Collection, just an awesome set, guys. If you do not have this and you have a chance to grab it, do it. You won't be disappointed. Okay, next up, again, this was a big deal set for me because I'm such a big full moon collector, such a big full moon fan. Um, but it is um the Arrow video, okay, and who does it better than Arrow, right? The Empire of Screams full moon box set with Dungeon Master, Doll, Cellar Dweller, Arena, and Robot Jocks. Now, this was one of the fastest like sellers ever. This thing sold out in like almost immediately. Like I remember like looking at me like this shit was sold out like within days. They did restock, and I think they have like a different version of it now you can get, which is pretty similar. Um, but these some of these titles, guys, like Dolls specifically, hadn't been released in many, many years. You had that Scream Factory Blu-ray. I believe it was a Scream Factory Blu-ray. It might not have been. But there was a Blu-ray release of this, but many, many years ago. And so this marked the first time this was kind of put back on disc in many, many years. And the standard Blu-ray of this prior to this set was going for like $150 on eBay. That just tells you how sought after this title was. And Dolls is like one of my favorite movies of all time. So to get this, like I didn't have the Blu-ray, and it was really shitty. I have the VHS, but I didn't have the Blu-ray. So to have gotten this set from Arrow, who does it better than Arrow? And to get not just Dolls on Blu-ray, okay, which was like I was so happy to finally get in high definition, but to get Dungeon Master, which was the only movie of these that I hadn't seen when this came out, but it's excellent. To get Robot Jocks, okay, guys, Robot Jocks is a movie I watched with my dad as a kid, and I adored this movie. And so to get this on Blu-ray was just insane for me. Then Arena, okay, again, another one of my absolute favorite childhood movies. Okay, just fantastic. To get this on Blu-ray, it was awesome. If you haven't seen Arena, absolutely check it out. Banging movie. And Cellar Dweller. So all five of these under one roof. It was insane, guys. This is truly one of my favorite box sets of all time. There's so much here that was so personal to me. Especially Robot Jocks and Arena. I mean, those were big time movies for me growing up. In addition to Dolls, and so it was just a lot of things that really, really were important for me and as far as physical media is concerned. So that Arrow Empire Screens box that was right up my alley. Really, really awesome. All right, I got two more for you guys. Next up was this past year, just this past October. None other than the Synapse Films and it was Synapse and Red Shirt Pictures, and that is the Trick or Treat a box set that they did, Ultra HD, beautiful set. And I know this was like a long time in the making, and Michael Felter over at Retro Pictures, was at the helm on this one. And this is a movie that I had not seen, and I knew about it, and I had heard about it for years, but I had never seen it. It had always eluded me. And so what better way to have picked it up than with this 4K Red Shirt Pictures Synapse release. And guys, I just got to tell you, like the first time I watched this, I thought it was okay. I enjoyed it. I've watched it a few times since, and it's grown for me considerably, to be quite honest with you, like as it is like one of my cherished movies in my collection now. Um, the soundtrack has grown. Like the first time I watched it, I thought it was like okay, but it is phenomenal. You know, I cannot stop listening to it um outside of here. Like I have it on in my headphones. I listen to it at the gym. The soundtrack by Fastway is just incredible. The movie itself is great, but the soundtrack really brings out everything about that I adore about this time period and the 80s. And there's so many tropes in this movie that hit so hard. So the movie's fantastic. The box set is incredible. And this was again, this wasn't released. Or this movie had not been released on disc prior to like a German DVD. So a movie that came out in the mid 80s, I believe. I'm not positive about the year, but I believe it was mid 80s, 86. So this came out the year I was born. So to have a movie that had only seen a non-disc release once in Germany, otherwise you're looking at a VHS, which is great. It's a great way to watch this film. But to have this was really, really, really cool. I mean, such a special edition. And also to have, this set got a lot of TLC, and it's just awesome. I really love the box that they use with the pumpkin there. Really, really, really nice box set for a movie that deserved all the love. And so Trick or Treat is there. And this thing, like it sold out very quickly within a couple days, and now it goes for big money.
Gonna cost a lot of money. Let's see.
So that Trick or Treat set is really special for me. So yeah, so Trick or Treat number 4, and last up, I have we're heading back to Arrow Video. Another more recent release came out, I want to say last year at some point, but that is the 4K Psycho box set. Now, the original Psycho was the only one I had seen prior to the set. But there's a few things about this set that I just adore. First of all, you guys know I'm big on the packaging. The aesthetic of this is fantastic. I mean, the shower curtain slipcase was insane. And that is something that Arrow Video is doing a lot more now. Take a look at the Demolition box set. Take a look at the Psycho box set. They're doing slip covers for box sets, which is pretty wild. It's kind of cool that they're doing that. They're like changing the game. But yeah, you got the Psycho box set and the Demolition Man box set. Both have these slip covers. So there you have it, guys. Getting off these 4Ks under one roof was really cool for me because I'd never seen 2, 3, and 4. And I got to be honest with you, they rock. Like both 2 and 3 are fantastic. The first one will always be king, but I really enjoyed 2, 3, and 4. So I just thought this was such a cool box set, guys. To have the shower curtain slipcover, really cool stuff. So there you have it, guys. Just 5 box sets that I adore. Special box sets in my collection. Let me know if you guys own any of these, or if you've seen these in the past, or if you don't have them and planning on getting them. Let's talk box sets, guys. Or maybe you think you have some other box sets you love that compare to these. You think that they're better. So hit me up in the comments, guys. Appreciate you watching, and I'll catch you guys in the flip. Peace.